welcome back
You
to
don't
the
have
Enemies of the Fire podcast. I am FC Neo Tokyo. That over there is Serena. Down there is DPG. And you may have noticed from the intro that there is a fourth member that is no longer the fourth member. Jaymes is not going to be involved with the team for the 2026 season here. He told us he was going to check out the free agent market pool, and we tried to sign him to the supplemental roster. We'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? How was your break? What did you do in the 9 months we were gone?
Because it actually feels like it's been like a week. I feel like
It does
not feel like it's been any time at all.
Oh my god, I feel like it's been 9 years.
That's crazy. I cannot believe, jumping right into it, I just can't believe the season's like about to start. It feels like it just ended, but yeah, it was good to have the time off. I think I honestly didn't really do that much of anything. Just worked, and I guess like the holidays, which that does feel like a while ago. But yeah, nothing exciting, basically.
Nothing exciting, she said. DBG, what about you, man? What did you do with your time off?
work. Yeah, work. Yeah, nothing interesting. Kind of tuned off for soccer for a little bit. Kind of went a little heavy on the betting for NFL in the playoffs. I'm not saying like I didn't took a second mortgage on the house or anything like that. I was just more or less just kind of like putting $5
No, but
bets.
we're back down to 2 kids.
No, but yeah, everything. It was a good break. Kind of looking forward to a new season. I kind of, let's see what happens. I want to see if they worked out the kinks on this team from last year.
We'll see. Now you're. I don't know about you guys. It sounded great because everything in my life is crumbling. Thank God I still have a woman that loves me and my parents. But beyond that, everything is bad.
Oh no,
man, you're not homeless or anything, right?
No. I just I had to put what's that thing in your car? Oh yeah, put a brand new fucking engine in my car, which that was
sucks.
Yeah.
Ooh, that hurts.
You've been having in the car troubles like this past 8 months. I feel like your car troubles have been.
He got hit. Yeah, they hit his car, and then.
Yep, some little old lady hit me, and everything went bad. Oh god! And honestly, I don't know. I usually joke that like everything in life usually just works out for me, so I usually don't learn any lessons. And I'd like to get back to that because the alternative here is sucks. Anyway.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, God, it's been brutal. But,
sorry.
It's all good. DPG, I think, said it, man. I unplugged. Like, I know nothing, dude. Like, I mean, I guess, like, Arsenal is close to blowing it, right? Which, that would make me happy.
I hope it'll be funny.
Dude, it's crazy you mentioned that because someone actually came up to me earlier today and say, "Hey, Real Madrid won yesterday. They lost yesterday." I'm like, "Oh,
who gives a shit?"
I'm like, cool. And the guy goes on a rant about, "Oh yeah, Mbappe, this, the Brazilian guy, that, the head coach." I'm just like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I haven't even watched any type of soccer lately. Like I unplugged when the fire season ended last year. That was it for me. Unplugged, and I even called it last time. I called it. I was like, once the fire season is done, I'm done with soccer for the off.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's true. Yeah, I will say I did not. I'm obviously been watching Bundesliga. I've been watching Champions League. Pretty,
How is that second-rate team you cheer for?
What?
How is that second-rate team you cheer for?
They're playing pretty second-rate, so it's deserved hate. But
Wow.
yeah, it's still fun. I have unplugged. What I have unplugged from is MLS stuff. Like any of the, I don't know, like I don't know anything that's going on. I don't know.
Well,
like,
we'll go over
Fire
some
or
big
otherwise.
moves because I haven't paid attention either, but I do have a web page open, so there is that. But so I guess for a clean transition here. Oh my God, it's Jaymes! I just got done telling them you were never going to play again for the team. Oh my goodness, Jaymes. And Jaymes here at the perfect time because I was completely outvoted on this, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to start with the Chicago Fire. Oh no, now I just realized I should have asked Jaymes about his time off. Jaymes, how was your time off? Oh,
It's been great.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Anyway. No, seriously, how was it for you? Did you have to replace any massive parts in your car?
Not in my car, not in my house, thank God. No, just parts of my life, and just figuring, adding a couple things here and having a little fun.
Well, as you can tell, we did get Jaymes signed to that supplemental roster, so he will be here from time to time.
Here when I can.
Yeah, when he can. When he can. The enemies of the Fire family is large, and there's room for expansion.
He's a part-timer.
Yes, let's go!
So, Chicago Fire talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess the first thing I should say is, like, last year ended really gross on the last day, but beyond that, it was a really great season. We all had a lot of fun. Do you guys miss any of these guys who left?
No.
Not really,
Tell me who left.
That's harsh. Guti is the big one. I think that one. I know. Let's let DPG take the.
What's my take on Guti was like he was inconsistent as hell. Like some games he'll like light it up, and then other games he's like pedestrian. And it seemed like he got better at it this season, but like I still kind of felt like if we let him go in last summer, it wasn't gonna break my heart. As long as we got someone adequate to replace him,
we got more for him by holding on to him because he did absolutely improve and became a little bit more consistent.
True. And apparently he's gonna be
like always. There was always the element of like it's like that picture, the meme of the guy with the ice pick, and one of the guys is like about to hit gold. I feel like that was kind of, but like it was never gonna. It got to the point where it was clear it wasn't gonna happen. So I think that's
he was never gonna hit 25 mil or something, but he was always gonna be a decent.
He was like a better version of Mihailovic.
You bite your tongue.
He was like a better version of Mihailovic.
Check the stats. Check them.
Well, hold on. I don't.
By the way, Mihailovic has traveled to different teams, dropped into them, and then produces.
And got traded away.
Well, traded away. Toronto is betting the farm on Georgi Mihailovic, bro. Like Toronto's whole life is Georgi Mihailovic going into this.
And you know who's
man, what kind of money bar are they planning over there?
And MLS is not betting anything on Rodriguez. However, Mexico is, and to the point where they have signed him to the national team, which
I was going to say that, yeah. He's good on the national team, yeah.
Well, I mean, good for the kid. It is hard because we're not going to get into this conversation, but it is hard to break into Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, some of these guys in the Big Five leagues in midfield in the U.S. But then again, Mexico has always got guys in the Big Five. Anyway.
Think about this. Think about this, though. Think about how hard it is for Georgi Mihailovic to break into the U.S. men's 18, where Rodriguez is kind of walking on to this Mexico team, and where's the competition?
Gutierrez.
I think it's a kind of a sign, though, of the depth of talent that the Americans have versus Mexico at this moment.
Well, we shall see.
It's more or less. It almost looks like Mexico just picking up the leftovers.
It's kind of, or like, yeah, I don't know.
I hate to say it like that, but it's Mexico, for being a country that's known for producing talent, the past couple of years, it's been a little skimpy on the talents.
They are
Yeah.
in a lull, but it's hard for me to try and assess things I don't know, because I'll say this.
You also have to look at it this way: has the U.S. men's national team, or just the U.S. men's national setup, has it gotten much better to the point that it's shadowing Mexico now? And maybe we're not seeing the same Mexico we saw 10 years ago.
I think it's true. I mean, look at one of their best players plays in MLS. Show me one of the US's best players that still plays in MLS.
Well, wasn't that who was the player that was playing with Pulisic and AC Milan?
Chucky Lozano. Or no,
Was it?
what's his hit? The guy who, oh my God, why can't I think of the guy's name?
Is he even still in AC Milan?
No, because he went back to the Premier League, right? It was the guy who hurt his head. Or am I completely wrong
Santiago
about this?
Jimenez?
Raul
Guy
Jimenez?
who hurt his head.
Is it Raul Jimenez?
No, it was Santi Jimenez. That's who it was. It wasn't.
He
Santi.
plays for. Yeah, Santi Jimenez is still on AC Milan.
Yeah,
Joined
you're right.
2025 for 37 million quid, as they say.
But
in
it's
Britain.
still Pulisic's team though.
Well, yeah. I mean, what? We're not talking about
That
AC
guy,
Milan. I don't
Yeah.
even want to. I don't want to get in. I don't want to get into that. I just not here, not now. Now hold on.
Stay peaceful.
Milan
Stay peaceful,
in
man.
second. Pulisic in second place.
Oh my God.
Champions League spot.
Let me forcibly grab the wheel here and put us back on
All
course.
right, yeah,
James,
we
you
have
asked-
derailed.
What about
James asked a
Barlow,
very
Tom
poignant
Barlow?
question.
Oh,
So
we lost our secret weapon.
yes, Tom,
Sorry.
We're
so hold
derailing
on,
it.
hold on. So here's who went. So she buried the, or she got out with the lead. Tom Barlow, his option was declined. It was a tough decision, but I think it was the right one. Brian Dowd was not re-signed, which is the kid goalkeeper he was the kid goalkeeper that we loaned out. I think he could be something, but I don't know. Gasper retired because he couldn't get healthy.
he retired?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
know
is. Chase Gasper just couldn't get healthy again. I don't know what really.
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
gonna
he
be a
was
lot
out
of
the entire
competition.
season left.
There's gonna be a lot of
Right?
competition on that left side though too.
Oh, I didn't know he was so. I thought he was. Yeah, I didn't realize he was 30.
He was hurt.
I knew he was hurt. I mean, he wasn't. He didn't play the whole season. Basically, I feel like.
I
But
didn't. I just
realize- thought he
this
was
is news to
younger.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and then
Didn't they sign a kid from Europe to play that left side too?
yeah, we'll get to who we sign in here. Okay, hold on, take
But
a
he
breath.
was signed like last summer. He was signed like last summer, and
we
we didn't use him at all.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, and I don't think that dude is here anymore. Okay, hold on. You got me derailed. Romani Kwame the loan expired. Peace. Brian Gutierrez
Yeah.
went to Chivas. Peace. Georgios Koutsias found a home with FC Lugano.
I mean, Yeah. Which I think was the right place for him, and he was doing really well there, I think, and always wanted to be there anyway. So, good riddance.
And in our need for international spots, we traded away Justin Reynolds to Sporting Kansas City. And Kellen Acosta, so technically I thought we sold Kellen Acosta, but we actually mutually terminated the contract so he could sign with that team out in with Poland, which
That's an interesting signing.
what I mean, I know you want to go to Europe, but like, I don't know. That just blows my mind.
That's one way to go about it.
I mean, I think he's kind of done. I mean, is it?
He might be
deciding
done.
to go to Europe. Like, yeah, I don't think it's like to be in the Champions League.
No, it's not.
I mean, if you're gonna go to Poland, you got to sign with like the big teams. You got to sign with Legia and Wisla and those kind of teams. But if you sign with like a lower table team, then it says a lot about your career, where it's going.
It is.
You
It
guys
is.
are
Yeah,
talking,
it's interesting
you
to
guys
me.
are talking Polish. You guys are talking going to Europe, and all that pops into my mind is whatever happened to Gaga Slonina. You do a little Google checking
Still
and
at like
guess who is
Strasbourg
on.
or something.
No, nay. Guess who is on the Chelsea roster this season? One of 4 goalkeepers. Gaga
Yeah,
Slonina.
but he actually, you know what? He did travel. I think for some of the Champions League games, he
Oh.
traveled as like the second or third goalkeeper. Woohoo!
Guess how old Gaga is? Guess
Moving on
how
up.
old he is?
23, 24.
21.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
wow.
he's still only 21 years
Whoop.
old. Good Lord. Oh my God.
Hey,
Okay, and
but
then
you know what?
hold
But
on.
you know what? That's like
Back to the-
17 and that's like 17 in goalkeeper age. You know.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
That's true.
he's-
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
you could
Acosta
you
is
could play
not.
keeper late.
Speaking of age, though, I mean that's Acosta is not the 17 in goalkeeper years. I mean, I guess in
No.
goalkeeper years he's a little bit better than he. But
What is he? He's
I'm
like
surprised.
Acosta's like how old is Acosta?
He's got to be like 32.
Over
Hold
30,
on.
right?
Well, he's on the wrong side of 30 then.
Well, oh my God, Kellen
Yeah.
Acosta's the wrong side of 30? Yeah, of course he is. I think he was the wrong side of 30 when he signed for the Fire.
Oh, here we go. He
No,
gave us that.
No, he's only he's 30.
He
He's
signed in his-
30.
He signed in his 20s with the Fire.
Oh shit.
He's
you're
30.
And
right.
he was-
So I
Wow.
think
He gave us that magical
I'm
goal too
surprised that he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't find somewhere to go because I think
in the MLS.
I think the main problem for him that I imagine that that he didn't have any playing time, and it wasn't just because he was like injured or anything. He just wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why he wasn't being played, other than that he wasn't playing well when he was played. But he really didn't
That's
have like
why.
any opportunity. Yeah. But
I think a lot of it too has to do with the
I'm surprised
fact
he couldn't
that
find anywhere else to go where he could at least. I
Well-
think at his age, and again, he's not as old as I thought he was, but at his age and kind of in his career where he's already had these big moments, I'm surprised he hasn't gone somewhere where he could at least just get some playing time and prove that he is still good and can still play. I guess Poland, like I'm sure he will play, but
Serena, that
I
was
feel
the
like that's
Fire.
just-
That was supposed to be the Fire for him, and he
right. But
quickly
I
got
think that's
Yeah.
better
by,
than
but
by rookies. I think it's an indication of something's fallen off with him.
but not only
No,
that, I mean, who knows? He probably got
yeah.
offers. He probably got offers to the USL though. You know, go play for Armada FC or something. You know.
Well, hold on. Speaking of the USL, the last person to exit the roster, this one actually I'm actually happy about. Sam Williams is going on loan to Colorado Springs Switchbacks, which I didn't know was
See,
a
that's the
thing.
thing. I felt that Sam
didn't
Williams
think
could be a. I felt that Sam Williams could have made the bench or even be a starter sometimes on this team.
Yeah, but you
'cause
know
he
how
did still-
he was like really tall guy.
no, yeah, he
Right?
was tall,
Was he
but
really
he
tall?
played midfield. Like he only played like for three appearances or whatever. He did that like
Oh, Sam, little.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was small. Little.
Yeah, I thought he was small too.
Yeah.
No,
But-
I think he's really tall, right? No, you
Hold
know
on.
what? I always get him confused with a
5'9".
different guy. This
5'9",
is this
Patrick
is the short guy.
Yeah.
okay.
Who's the- I'm
We were
thinking
thinking
there's
cups.
another
We're thinking cups.
No, I'm thinking of
No, Cups was that tall kid, man.
someone else.
That,
Jay?
Cups.
Jay Davila? Not Jay.
no, Jay Davila's
No.
tall too.
Davila.
Hella people are tall. Now hold on.
Who
While
was the girl?
Serena's
Sam Rogers. Sam Rogers is the short guy, right?
Sam Rogers. No, Sam Rogers is the tall guy. That's what I'm thinking of.
oh
Okay.
Sam Rogers is huge, and
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I might do more editing this season. Anyway, now
Not allowed to
we
make
brought-
mistakes anymore.
We brought something up here that we brought up how like Sam Williams we actually believed in, right? Now that transitions
didn't.
well.
But okay.
That transitions well to the fact of like who we signed, because our midfield is loaded. Like I'm terrified Sergio Orahel isn't gonna get any minutes, man. So we signed. So I'm gonna need help from all of you and mostly Serena. I think I can't pronounce none of these goddamn names, but Anton Salatros. We signed. He was like
I
a
think. That was
yeah,
good.
he was-
Celestial or something.
Sinestro. Anyway,
Sinestro.
so he was like a one club man, right? And now he wants
Yeah.
to play a little bit higher level than he was. Do something different before the World Cup, you know. And they're not even fully
Yeah.
like qualified yet.
We're really tapping into that Nordic base for players now.
Yeah,
That's
well, that's,
I feel like we said this last season that Zink worked out
Not
well.
only-
I mean,
not
obviously
only from
there
Europe,
are
though.
multiple reasons, but
Not
Well,
only from Europe, but also
Berhalter-
from MLS.
Well, Berhalter coached out there, and whether you think it went well or not, that means he still has ties and contacts, right?
Yeah,
He still
he
knows
must.
people out there. So,
I mean, we knocked it out of the park with Synchronagle, so there's that.
I got a question for you guys because we knocked it out of the park with Zinkernagel, but I'm looking at number 2 for Portugal, plays for Chicago Fire right back, Leonardo Barroso, who is signed now full-time Chicago Fire
Yep.
player.
Yep.
number 2.
He's number 2. He's number 2 on the Fire.
Number 2 for Portugal. What do you mean?
He's Portugal.
no, his actual
Portugal is
number.
number 2 on the team.
Oh,
He's from
we made it
Portugal. I said
official.
that confusing. But
I was
he's now a full-time player, no longer just a loan. And I'm wondering, we saw like great flashes out of him earlier in the season, and then this guy disappeared faster than a boner in a whale party. I don't know, bad joke. But
Jesus.
but Barroso, I'm hoping that maybe he can find something this season because he did show those flashes. It makes me wonder what the hell happened.
Injury got him bad, bro. I mean, how many times was he out injured last season?
He's 20 years old as well. So,
he got injured for big chunks of the season, and it almost felt sometimes that he was trying to force it out there too. But like you said, there was flashes there. I'm hoping that now that he's fully recovered now, that he could build on that. Give us that Barroso that scored that goal against Dallas. Give us that Barroso that broke ankles on that right side.
well, they're talking about, there's a competition on that, like, at least from what I've heard and understood. I could be dumb. That's fine. I'll accept it. But I'm hearing it's like Glasgow and Barroso are having it's a competition out there. I don't think it's completely locked up, but I do think like Glasgow is also training to do left back things as well, because I think
But
that's the
Glasgow
idea.
is the one thing about Glasgow is he's not as physically perfect for the position as I think a Barroso. Barroso was stocky,
Yeah.
and he was just like built thick. Even though he's tiny, he's 5'6", but he was just
built.
But he was
a
fast
chunky
too,
ball.
though.
Yeah, you
He was
see him with his
fast
shirt
too.
off. He's like, whoa, he's swole.
Okay.
But he was fast.
I've
Yeah.
not noticed. Did not notice
But
any of this, but
Here's the
take
thing,
your word
though.
for it.
Glasgow he's unrefined, though. It's like
Barroso.
he gets-
Okay, are we talking about the same Barroso? He's 5'6".
He's 5'6", but he's thick boy. He's thick boy.
I thought he was skinny. Man, I seen him skinny. I seen
5'6" is game.
Serena-
5'6" is crazy.
Yeah, he's short king. Short
Serena
king, I
said
know.
he needs to be 6 foot. He needs to make. He needs to have 100.
Yeah, but he was the thing about it though. He was running that right side though. He was overlapping on the midfield with
Little Napoleon running that right.
He has dominant physical attributes that you could see on tape. That he was faster than people. He could do offensive things faster, and he had the ability to make up for. I'm talking about Barroso. So
Hold on.
if Glasgow
James.
can bring it,
Is
Glasgow
Barroso even
can
going to play?
show
Are we
that-
going to play 3 in the back? Because like
good
we had
point.
like
then Glasgow
I
fits
mean-
really well.
because
I was hoping for a 4-4-2.
well Gutman for sure is going to be on the field, or at least we want him to be right on the left. You got Barroso,
Unless I can replace them.
He's gonna be there.
and then you got Barroso, and with like let's just say Glasgow is backing both of them up. Now you're talking. We have in the center of defense Sam Rogers, the tall one. We have oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? Jack Elliott, and then we have
Captain.
Waterman, the Canadian,
Yeah.
and now we
The
got the guy
Canadian.
Really good.
from Orlando.
I like how you had to bring that up.
Oh,
I
shit.
can't say his name. I can't say his name either.
Mobakazi. He's a right back, isn't he?
What was his name?
No,
Steve
but-
Barroso.
From
The
right
guy
back,
from
but no,
Orlando
but-
Talking about Barroso.
No, but
The
we're
guy
talking
from
about
Orlando Pirates.
Fucking
We're talking about
obsessed.
Mobakazi Mobakazi. And Mobakazi
Yes.
I thought he was a right back.
No, I did not.
I thought he
hear
was
that.
center back.
Yeah, I was.
He's
pretty sure he was a
5'10".
center back.
that's a tiny center back, unless you're that guy who plays for Chelsea. What's his face?
Well, didn't they sign him? Didn't they sign him and another South African guy?
Holy shit, he's a center back.
Yes.
You were right.
Yeah,
he's a center back.
I told you.
Right.
Maybe he's a destroyer, man.
Nathan Ake. That's what I'm thinking of.
We have Bakaze, and then we have what's his name?
We figured it out earlier.
Itehane.
Itehane. Itehane is gonna get to be the new Tom Barlow because he's the new backup striker.
Is he really?
Don't curse him like that.
Well, no, I mean hopefully he's decent, but like I know. You know, that's who he is. And then
who is the backup strikers now on this team?
Oh, you know what? We also got the Chinook kid. That kid from MLS Next Pro.
The
Shookaluk?
Yeah, Shookaluk. What did I say?
Chinook.
Not that.
Chinook.
Hopefully that's
the name of a helicopter.
Sort of racist term.
We signed a forward named Puso Dithijani. And he looks like he's also South African forward, so that could be who you guys were talking about. Robert
that's exactly who we were saying. And then
it looks like the J is not. It's pronounced as an H. Just that's
it's
from
like
my
Hefe.
research.
So and then Lud or Lund or Load,
Lod,
whatever that
Lod.
is. So
Load. I think it's Load.
Shoots big loads.
That's what I'm telling you.
Everyone trying to pronounce that was great.
Our halter went heavy on the Scandinavian side, man. Not only from Europe, but from.
Yeah, they just I jokingly said I couldn't pronounce a single name, but no, I don't. So what I've heard, the one thing I've heard from the external sources about our team and about these signings is that they think that Salatros and Load are going to instantly walk into the starting lineup.
I can see that.
Like you say Salatros, like it's like cilantro.
I mean, we know Load is a proven player. We know Load is a proven player. You know, we've seen what he did with Minnesota. I mean, that guy, he kind of is a guarantee on the lineup. You know, but it's going to be a very busy lineup because now we got. What about Franco?
I think you guys got to start thinking about this lineup in terms of three in the back because we have way too many good center backs to be sitting. They got the new kid, Mobakazi. They got the new kid, Radijovic, coming from Red Star Belgrade.
That's the guy who's playing.
Yeah, both kids who need to play. In addition to the captain, Jack Elliott, in addition to Waterman, in addition to Cups, in addition to Rogers, you got a whole bunch of back line. It sounds like we're playing three in the back.
I mean, if they could play, if they could wing it with a 4-5-1,
especially one of those center backs as a starter is 5'10".
Because you're gonna have to imagine that the Fire are gonna pack up that midfield.
So if we play three in the back all season, should I live stream my heart surgery or what should we? What do you guys want to monetize that?
Depends.
And be like the United Strand. We'll do something.
I mean, if we got Jay playing DM, I mean, it's doable.
Dude, Avila is going to be amazing this year. So hold on. I know, this is our preview episode. I know we're a little scattered. That's kind of our vibe. That's what we do. We are a half hour into this episode already, by the way. But, I think it's worth stating that our front line is set, right? I mean, logically speaking, we don't want Lewandowski, right? We're happy with Bamba, Kuipers.
You don't.
Yeah, Serena's hoping she can score an autograph.
I think
she's hoping she can score an autograph.
I think it's absolutely nuts to not want Robert Lewandowski, a literal top 10 striker in the world.
I didn't mean to open this can of worms.
This is my case. Top 10 striker in the world today. Right now, you can't name 11 better strikers than Robert Lewandowski today. You can't.
I do agree.
They're out. I agree
There are
with
problems
Toke
with
that
the
he's
idea of
old.
signing him for longer. Exactly. But for right now, would I say no right now? No.
Okay,
Hell
hold
You
on.
fucking
would,
no.
so that's
That's
fine.
a good problem to
That's fine.
have.
I feel like personally, this is my personal opinion.
He's not Kellen. I think that's like if that's what we're like scared from or scarred about from, he's not Kellen.
He's not, but
he's not Schweinsteiger.
No.
I just want to say this. I feel like everyone around him at Barcelona is so good, they can basically kick the ball off of him into the net. Right? I really
don't think
don't
that's true.
think he's going to produce a lot of opportunities on his own, if any, whatsoever,
Well,
in MLS.
outside of the Lewandowski talk, and this is something I think I don't know if we should have brought this at the beginning, but how are you feeling about this team going into the season? Especially for some of us that have followed this team for many years. I would expect that you guys have a very different vibe than what you had at the beginning of last season or the past couple of seasons.
Oh, 100%.
Especially with the way we left off last season.
I mean, even with the way we left off last season, I'm 100% on board. I feel like there's only 3 teams in the East better than us. Miami, let's see here. Probably what? Miami, Cincinnati, and who else? Who else is better than us in the East? I mean, maybe Atlanta if they do something, but like probably not. Like,
I mean, the only thing is to say better than us. We did have, I think the good thing for me personally, what I feel positive about is that the people we lost, other than Guti, which I think you could debate, I don't think we lost, we didn't lose huge chunks of the team in a way that I think will severely negatively impact us. On the other hand, we did make some pretty new, some good signings that I think could be pretty impactful, which could always go either way. I think it'll be good because they seem good and fine, but you never know, and it always takes time for teams to mesh. And so better than us, I think I'm gonna need to see a little bit to know what us looks like with the new.
Here's the biggest change. Here's the biggest change too. It's the fact that all of these new guys who are coming in this season, they're coming into the best Chicago Fire system that has existed since 2002. They are coming into a team of winners, people who have the confidence and the skill to be at the top of MLS. I totally agree with Toke's take that they might be a top 4 side in MLS. I'm looking Philadelphia, probably still pretty damn good. Cincinnati, don't think they've changed that much. Inter Miami, you're going to have to deal with them. After that, Charlotte, kind of in that middle range. New York City,
Nashville
kind of in that middle range. Nashville, Columbus. Columbus might take another fall.
Well, Columbus might be better again, but don't forget, guess what is happening? The team that you never ever think of, but somehow always finishes third. Red Bulls are being coached by Michael Bradley now.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say Red Bulls because they are that team. I totally agree with you.
Here's the thing too, though, is that we have so many players on the midfield and you can even say the attack that you kind of have to wonder how our rotations are going to look like, and how heavily rotated the team is going to be throughout the season. Because I honestly, even the bench looks a little scary. Imagine Oriol coming off the bench.
I see what you're saying.
Imagine if Bamba's coming off the bench.
Well, I mean, Chris Mueller is scoring goals in preseason.
Oh yeah, Chris Mueller too. I forgot about Chris Mueller. So you're gonna have weapons coming off the bench now, not experimental players. Now you're gonna have legit weapons coming off the bench.
Selassie off the bench.
Oh, oh man, you forgot about Selassie. See what I'm saying?
He's always been good off the bench.
So
Selassie has been good since coming here. That was a bright spot in a dark time.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is that this is a very stacked Fire team. And it's been a very long time since we've seen something like this.
I guess maybe I'm just thinking of I honestly scarred from watching someone like Verts go to Liverpool and Liverpool stacking their team with similar amount of. I mean, I think, and obviously those players were even more stacked by like 100 times, but not like that worked out. Like it doesn't always just because you stack like a bunch of good players doesn't mean they're all gonna know how to work together right away.
But that's where the great bald man himself comes in, and I honestly think we have when we say we have a top 4 team in the East. I'll say let's put a caveat that I think we got a number 1 coach in.
I think the
East.
coaching, I agree.
The number 1
that is important to that, and I think that will make a difference.
Well, we have all these players. I hope he makes subs earlier. You know me. That's my biggest complaint about Berhalter.
And he's got 5 of them too. Use them.
Yep, please.
He does have 5 of
use
them.
All right, so we went a little long. We kind of introed. We kind of had a surprise visit from Jaymes. Yada, yada, yada. Look, we've gone over the incoming and outgoing players. I think we should take a very quick break and come right back with our actual predictions of where we think this team is going to be and what we think this team's success is. And then after that, we'll just throw darts at the wall and talk about MLS. So,
can I say really quickly, though, I do think it's actually Robin Lod, not Lode. Just so that we can
Lod.
Doing some more research because it is
that
like
sounds right.
It's hard to. They should post something. Like the Fire needs to introduce these guys more.
Are you looking at his Wikipedia page? Because that's what it says. Robert Lewandowski.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna find out what they call him at the Fire game at the end of the month. Yeah. There you go.
Well, I'll say this: I am
preferably when he scores a goal.
Well, I'm horrifically disappointed now that we're not going to have all that sexual innuendo for the whole rest of the season. But whatever, it's Robert Lod.
Yeah, it's sad.
Hey, we still got Turdine.
Hit that like button. We haven't hit 500 subscribers yet. Fucking subscribe. Peace.
Oh, I know I just met you, but you're clouding all my dreams. Come on, set me free. What will I see you tomorrow? Are you thinking of me?
Welcome back, fellow enemies of the Fire. We are here to give you our actual thoughts about the upcoming season for the Chicago Fire. Jaymes, what the fuck?
Leo Messi. That's all you want. That's all you want. Are we getting a little Leo Messi this season? Because I know we're missing out on a couple highlight teams: LAFC, Galaxy, Seattle.
Teams, no St. Louis game. There's no game against St. Louis this year.
At least you still got a chance to see this man. This match
so what?
winner.
You're gonna get plenty of St. Louis when they reconfigure the divisions next year or the year after.
Oh God, don't remind me. That's gonna be, dude. We'll be in the most grossest division ever of the most also ran bullshit teams nobody ever fucking cares about.
Oh, it's because we're not as flashy as the East Coast or the West Coast. We're like right in the middle of the whole thing. So,
I mean, that's Chicago.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Anyway, all right. So, Serena, what does success look like to you this season for this team? I mean, last year we last
Sorry,
year
the way you phrased that. It sounded like an interview question, like I'm being interviewed for like a corporate job.
What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses?
Yeah,
I care too much. Yeah,
I'm too much of a perfectionist. What does success look like to me? I like collaborating. I think. I mean, I think I'm simple and easy in that I think success to me would be making it at least one. And this is like very simplistic and probably not even what you mean, and more like with the team and how they work. But I think just making it one further step than we did this year. Obviously, I would love if we made it many more steps, but like playoffs and then one step further. I think on the other side of that, what success would look like for me too is if we win home games more, because we didn't do that as often as I would have liked last season, and I go to home
We weren't
games,
into that for
so-
some reason.
Yeah, it's always
We were winning
obviously
away a
great
lot.
when, yeah, and maybe that just means I need to travel more to them. But obviously everybody loves when the team wins when you're there, and so I would love for that to happen more often, and that would look like that's what success would look like to me.
So do you really? So I get the whole one more step in the playoffs because you're talking the conference quarterfinals, right? So that alone, like I feel you on. But like, are you not? You didn't really say like a place of where you wanted to finish. Like personally, I guess throwing my thing in here, my 2 cents. I'd love to see us finish 4th through like 6th, right? As opposed to duking it out for decision day, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be a little bit higher up.
I
but
guess
does
that's
that
kind of what I
bother you?
mean. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I guess that's what I mean. Like I would like to have us not be in the playoff or play in or whatever we were in.
No more
Not sure if
Wednesday
that's-
soccer.
Yeah.
That was a good game, though.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great. That was really great. But I would much rather we just don't have to do that. Because and that's what I mean by one step better. Like I'm not expecting that we'd be do a crazy turnaround and much higher than that, but just being that like one place better, because as we all say, and we're building something, doesn't have to be perfect right away.
And also, we're not
Literally.
really as knowledgeable about what the rest of these teams are building, what Nashville's building, how Columbus is
True.
trying to right the ship, how New York City's trying to pack Yankee Stadium, how Charlotte's going to build on the success of a really good season. And then Inter Miami finishing in 3rd and having the disappointment in their mouth lead all the way to an MLS Cup. They're a powerhouse. The Fire last year had 15 wins. 15 wins in 8th place. The 7th place team, Columbus, had 14.
man.
I see this team literally increasing their win total 3 to 5 wins this season. That puts them on 18 to 20 wins. 20 wins is enough to win the conference. I'm kind of seeing a 5th through 1st place possibility for Chicago Fire here, building upon the successes, having some of our best players, Zinkernagel, actually playing here for the full year with Kuipers and more cementing of the chemistry. And then throw Robert Lewandowski in the mix, and that's an MLS Cup winner. So I'm seeing 5th place at minimum, 1st place at best. This is a 18 to 20 win team.
I
Right.
hope you're right, brother.
And that only
DPG, are-
adds 3 to 5
Sounds
wins on
awesome,
what they
yeah.
did last year.
DPG, do you share James's
I have one more
optimism
part of
level?
my thesis. I have one more
Okay.
part of my
Okay.
thesis,
No,
and
preach.
it needs to be mentioned. They have 1st place potential, and don't you fucking doubt it, because guess who scored the most goals in MLS last season?
The Chicago Mother Fire.
That is correct. Chicago Fire scored the 2nd most goals last season, right after Inter Miami. So
Oh, gross.
still, I mean, Inter Miami at 81 and Chicago right there after them at 68. Add Lewandowski. Game over.
God, am I
No,
really
don't do
the
it. Don't
only?
do it.
Am I really the only human on planet, or like the only guy in Chicago that's not into that idea at all?
Let us know in
I
the
also just think
comments.
it'd be fun.
I'm not into that. I'm not.
Yeah, sure.
That's gonna be.
I also think it would
big
be
no
fun.
for me.
It'd be fun to have a big star. I don't know.
I don't want. I don't want. I don't want a DP contract guy.
You
I don't want him
you
as a
don't want
DP.
big.
I think that's fair.
I mean-
You're telling me you don't want the best player on this team to be on the DP contract. He's literally, upon arrival,
Okay.
will be better, if not comparable to Leo Messi. Comparable. Because the dude is a goal-scoring fiend. He doesn't get the assists. He doesn't have the footwork of Messi, but the dude is a brick shithouse. 6 foot huge.
I think he also, I don't want to get too much further into rehashing this again, because we could just talk about this forever. But I do think he also brings other things to the table. He's kind of he has experience. He has I think he's good at, he's the locker room kind of stuff. So aside from
100%.
just being a top goal scorer and all that, I think there's more that he could bring to the team that would probably benefit them in the long run, even if he stops being good. But again, other stuff to talk about. So
No, there is a lot. I mean, Jaymes.
going to trigger you anymore. So.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. I honestly, I share James's optimism about this team. I'm really psyched. We all know that, like, I believe Sergio Orahel will one day win the Ballon d'Or. But, like, to have him and, like, well, I guess Sam Williams is gone. But, like, just to be so loaded, and then, like, the guys that we signed in this midfield are really supposed to be something and have shown that. You know what I mean? The Lod should be solid. We've seen that out of Minnesota. He's been
Proof
quietly,
that the Fire are loading up. They got Lod.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the thing. We are like, that's the thing, dude. Half the time, I felt like our team would sign players just to, like, have enough players on the team. Now I feel like we're really, like, having positional battles. You know, that midfield is crowded. And let's talk, like, Franco coming back from injury in, say, July. That shit's going to get crowded. But I don't know, Jaymes. I share your optimism. I feel like this team...
Same with the center back room. Like, it's crowded.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Talent.
And this is... I'll say this. My logical opinion is this team finishes around 4th or 5th and has a really solid season. It's a lot of fun. We'll lose 1 or 2 games we damn sure shouldn't. We'll win a couple we shouldn't have, and it'll be all good. But, like, what I think is... Like, even though that's what I think will happen, we have the possibility of being that, like, MLS team where, like, a couple guys have a career year all at the same time. We're deep enough that, like, once it becomes the dog days of summer and you're playing 2 games a week, we're still winning these games. I don't know. I really feel positive about this team, but I'm saying top half of the East, playoffs, I think it's okay to dream. Chicago Fire fans, it is okay to dream. I'm giving you permission.
I got 2 things, and then we got to throw it to DPG to get his predictions. But to close, what my thoughts are with my thesis for this team, think about the strengths of this team. Strengths, starters. Strengths, the entire roster, the subs, the coach, the tactics. Playing out the back, it's going to work. Greg ball, it'll work. We've seen it work to the point of second best goal scoring output in the entire league last year as an 8th place team. Imagine what we're going to do as a 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or 1st place team in MLS. On top of that, I had a moment of panic because I realized the true key to this season. And the true key to the season, in my opinion, is Brady, the goalkeeper. He's the linchpin upon which all of this is formed.
As we all
lose
saw
Brady,
at the end of last season.
if we lose Brady at any
you don't
point,
think Josh
Don't bring it up.
yes,
Josh
and that's
Gall.
what has me
Jeff
naming
Gall.
him the
That's what
linchpin.
it
Because if he ends up getting sold, or if he ends up somehow getting injured, we are in so much trouble. We are in so much trouble because he's, in my opinion, right now, he's the most important player for this team being able to go all the way.
Well, I mean, we did sign another keeper that I think is there to push Gall to not, like, you know, get the yips kind of thing. This Josh Cohen guy. But, like, you know, I hate to be so flippant. Well, I think you're right. But Chris Brady did lose us a game or two. He did pass the ball to a defender or to the opposing striker, like, on a game or two as well. It just didn't happen like how Jeff had it happen. So, like, that is a thing. But, like, he's a shot-stopping machine. I don't know. The fact that Chris Brady hasn't already been sold makes me think we've got him forever. He will be an old man.
That is part of the 2 things I've identified as weaknesses for this team. The reliance on youth, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. The reliance on youth in the midfield, reliance on youth in the defense, reliance on youth specifically in goalkeeper, Chris Brady, as old as Gaga Slonina, 20 or 21. And then the other weakness, which was on full display last season, and it was sad to say, but the fans capitulating, the fans losing hope. That is one of the most dangerous keys for this team this year. And if the fans lose hope, it could spread. So as long as we got the fans in tow and believing and not shouting stupid, ridiculous shit and cheering on their guys instead, this team's going to be very successful.
All right. We got our plan then.
We'll see. Now,
DPG, we got to hear your.
Yeah, bring that dark cloud, please.
Okay. So based on all the moves this team has kind of that pretty much they did this offseason, first you kind of get the sense that they got rid of a lot of the dead weight. Like now you have people on this team that you look at that roster, you're like, man, you know what? That actually works. That guy can actually bring something to the table. With that being said, this team on decision day 2026 is going to be fighting for first, second, or third place on the East. They're gonna come in fourth or fifth, and they're gonna try to end it at second or third.
Everybody's positive.
Success will look like.
Shockingly, I think I was the least positive. I'm shocked. Jeez.
I wouldn't say you're the least positive, but I just think you had a lower bar set for like what you considered to make you happy.
That's true.
Like what would make you happy, right?
Yeah.
Because you look back at last season, this team went to Miami and punched them out in their home.
That is true. I forgot about that. That was great.
And crowded,
oh my God, what a great night. That was
they went to Dallas and they beat Dallas 3-1 in Dallas, which had also included a block penalty from Brady. This team was fun to watch last season, and they were taking on anybody and beating them for the most part. There was a couple of teams that there's a couple of teams that I want the Fire to get revenge on. I want the Fire to get revenge on Philly. Like I want the Fire to get revenge on Nashville.
God, I hope so.
Like
that'd be great.
if they
Philly
can do
is
that,
going to be a lot worse this year.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You put a message out there. You beat the crap out of them, and they'll remember it, and that's fine. Same thing with Nashville. I want to see Greg Berhalter beat BJ Callahan's teams already. I'm done with this whole Nashville thing. Like, beat the crap out of them and move on. Like, figure them out. Don't let him figure you out.
Yeah. I like it.
And on top of that, success for this whole entire season. And this is on the high bar, Eastern Conference Finals. On the low end, semifinals. But as Toke even mentioned it, or even, as someone mentioned it on this chat, wow, I'm freaking losing my mind here. We got to get past whatever round we left off with Philly last season.
Yeah.
So whatever that was, a quarter.
Philly,
next round.
Philly is in the crosshairs. Philadelphia, that I don't know about you guys, but the Philadelphia players were douchebags, and we're really being douchebags.
That's just how he celebrates. That's what some fan told us. That's just how he celebrates, by insulting the fan base of the other fans every time he does it. That's just how he does it.
Well, either way, you know what's the best way to insult all the fan bases is you beat the crap out of their team in front of them, and you rub it on their faces.
That would be great.
Let's do it.
And that's it. That's the best way. That's the best way for revenge. And you know what? I want the Fire to do something innovative this season in terms of the amount of personnel they have in the midfield. I want Greg Berhalter to kind of mix it up, do something crazy, kind of give me, Bulls vibe from the 90s, the triangle offense or something. Just give me something, like something crazy. Because last season we were relying a lot on Zinkernagel to make magic happen. But now we got Lod.
I think that is, Zink, we can't rely. Yeah. I mean, not that I think he's not going to be as good, but.
No, exactly. But
people will be keying on them even more.
I don't want all eyes to be on Zinkernagel. I want people to be worried about Lod. I want people to be worried about Bamba. I want people to be worried about the other guy, Celestial. I want people to be worried about what's his face? Kuipers, Mueller. Like
I think they're gonna be.
you know, Selassie. The two cats from South Africa. Like I want people to be worried about those other guys because when that happens, someone left their man unmarked or gave him a weak mark. So that's gonna create opportunities.
I mean,
And that's how
this
you win
team is
games.
gonna score goals. I don't think. I mean, that's the scary thing about all this optimism because it's like I'm looking at this team and I do not see it regressing. I actually see it doing well. But I've never been a fan of it. It's been a long time since I've been a fan of a team that's actually gotten better. I mean, I guess the Bears finding what they
The
afford.
Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, but I
look what it
barely
took.
watch
Look
it.
what it took the Bears.
I barely
Bears
watch
got
it.
a
Look what
head
getting.
coach.
They got a great coach.
They got a new head coach, just like the Fire did, and that they changed the whole culture in that locker room.
They also
Don't-
got a little lucky because the coach that they hired happened to turn out to a top 10 NFL coach in the entire league. Like this dude, top 10, maybe even a top 5 NFL coach long term. But this year showed himself on drop. I'm a top 10 guy. I can compete with the Sean McVays of the LA Rams and the KOCs, the Kevin O'Connells of the Minnesota Vikings.
But here's the thing too: is like I kind of mentioned to someone, the Bears and the Fire are literally like mimicking each other. They both got new head coaches. They both turned it around, made the playoffs. And, and they both got star players on this team, on both teams. And you know what?
You mean that the Fire finally stopped following the ways of Manchester United? Because I always felt like Manchester United were aligned with Fire, but lo and behold, Manchester United in 4th place right now. What a
Wait,
turnaround.
That's crazy.
Is it? Oh my God, really? Like it's not even.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
always feel like that, and the Fire like weirdly mimic them in years, but maybe that's because I was fans of both, and I could always see the storylines in both that kind of were parallel.
Well,
And you know what?
I don't know.
Now-
I have a ton of optimism. Hold on, just so before we move on, because I do want to move on from our team, but the Fire is our team. Who are you most excited for to watch this season? Jaymes, you first. What player has got you the most jazzed?
It's Zinkernagel. It's by far Zinkernagel for me. The man proved that he is one of the best players in the league, and I want to see him build upon that huge career step because the guy came over to no fanfare, to very little recognition from the pundits. They were like, oh, the Fire signed a guy. Dude ain't a guy. Dude is opposite of a guy. Dude is a stud.
He's the guy.
No, he is the guy. Yes.
So I'm really excited to see what he can build off specifically. I'm excited for some of the new guys, the Moba Kazalis. I really want to see more from Jay Davila because, man, oh, man, did that man develop very quickly. First game to last game, it's like looking at a different guy. It's crazy.
I think
so
he's a
there-
lock-in.
there's a
I
lot
think
of
he's a lockdown starter. Like you have to start.
You gotta think so. And then Lod, there's a lot of excitement on this team. And then should you have the audacity to throw Robert Lewandowski into the mix, it's game over for me. Game over.
Jaymes is riding off the Fire to win it.
Oh my God! Put Jaymes has got his mortgage on DraftKings talking about Robert Lewandowski. Anyway,
Maybe get some Robert Lewandowski Chicago Fire cards.
Oh God. So
You want his rookie card though.
So DPG, who's your favorite player that like right now that you're looking forward to?
Oh man, so it's kind of hard not to go through this whole entire roster here, but
I know.
It's
there's like
exciting.
two guys that stick out. There's two guys that kind of stick out for me, maybe three, but Robin Lod is one of them because we've seen what he does, what he can do in Minnesota. But the Fire are a much better team than Minnesota now. So
And dude's used to being cold. Bonus.
and dude, the guy's a Viking. And the second thing too is I want to see a full year of Franco, like
Well,
injury free. Like I know
Franco's hurt. till
I'm not. I know
July.
I'm not. I know I'm not gonna. But I want to see at least from July all the way till the end of the season, Franco. Like you throw that guy in the mix with Lud and Zinkernagle and Davila and freaking who else? Mueller. You throw him with Selassie, bro. It's that. There's your triangle offense right there.
All right, Serena. What about you? What are you hyped on? Or who, I should say. Who are you hyped on?
I would say not necessarily like for obviously positionally not going to be like a goals and assist guy, but the new signing, TLB as he's known, South African star. I think mostly I'm excited just because I don't know if, and we haven't talked about this, but I don't know if you guys saw like the amount of social media, like the volume of social media engagement that has been brought on because of this from South African fans. Like it's honestly insane and probably worth it in a in a certain way, just even just on that alone, like for the the PR of the Fire, bumping up like all the posts with him have like so many more likes than everything else, like tons of comments. When the the admin wasn't posting pictures of him, all the comments were like, where is TLB, like
Announce him.
So I'm just
he?
excited. Exactly. I'm just excited to see him play. I mean, I saw him play a little bit in AFCON, but not like, I mean, South Africa didn't make it that far, so I didn't get to see too much of him. So I'm just excited to see what he does.
Franco's our number 10. That's crazy.
I know. Our number 10
And
is
for good reason, though. For good reason.
Which
Get him
brings
in the
me
lineup. That is going to be a game changer.
Well, see, you're bringing up, you just instinctively went to like somewhere where my brain's at, because I mean, the joke answer, but the real answer is like, yes, right now I am so high on Sergio Orel and his skills as a player. Like, I foresee this kid having a actual long career. Like, he may never win the Ballon d'Or, but, like, I do feel like either this kid's going to be like an MLS lifer who wins a bunch of MLS Cups and plays for 1,000 teams, or he'll get his moment in the top fives, right? He'll be like on Montpellier or whatever and play like 4 games or, somewhere in like France or something like that. Or not 4 games, but play like 4 seasons. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm high on that kid, but really the other one is Salatros or whatever. Like, that guy, he's supposed to fill in for the Guti position, the Guti/Franco position, right? He's supposed to be the one who has some flair and juice, but he also is kind of like steady and will step on the ball as well. So
can I go off of your Sergio Orel comment real quick?
Yeah.
The man started 25 games for the Fire last year, played in 28, got 1 assist. He's going to get his first goal this season. It's going to happen.
But those numbers are going to go down. Those numbers are going to go down.
You think he'll have less playing time? He's a youthful kid. He needs to play. Yeah. You need to play those youthful kids. Now, the one player we have not mentioned yet, which I mentioned earlier, but I feel like is kind of getting left behind because we just expect greatness from him at this point. It's Chris Brady. Chris Brady, we even marked in our heads like, oh, he's just going to keep going and being Chris Brady. Now, here's what I'm thinking, and I'm hoping. This year's World Cup year, Chris Brady has been snubbed by the U.S. men's national team a few times. He was brought on, but they had an opportunity to start him and play him in a nothing game. Did not. Imagine 21-year-old Chris Brady taking another step and already being a top 10 goalkeeper in MLS, but solidifying himself as a top 3.
I think he's the best. I don't understand this whole Matt Freese thing. I just don't.
If you want Chris Brady to be one of the top 3 goalkeepers, you got to get this Fire team to be one of the top 3 teams in the MLS. You get that team up there, the spotlight is going to be on him. But
hold on.
Yeah, more experience in the spotlight.
I want to say one thing though. If for whatever reason, if Chris Brady gets hurt, for the love of God, do not put Gall on goal. Just give it to Josh Cohen. Just start Josh Cohen. Because at least I know what I'm getting. At least I'm going in this without any expectation. You bring in Gall, and that's it. That's a dark cloud is going to hang over me. Sorry.
Let's put it this way. if Brady doesn't start the season, you cannot start the season with goal. You can't. You just can't.
Dude,
But
you go sign the corpse of Jorge Campos at that point.
there you go. I don't think he's dead yet. Anyway,
I know.
Josh, come on, man.
The other unsung
bring
hero
bring
is,
Bava back, a cone.
You guys keep trying to bury this man, but Hugo Kuipers is gonna score goals this year, and
I'm hoping he scores goals. That's I guess with all the help he's getting in midfield, you kind of expect him to be like the tap-in goal scorer. You know, hey, somebody's hard work is gonna pay off for him.
Well, we will see. We will see. I think we are all extremely excited about this season, right? And so much so that Serena left. No, I'm kidding. But no, in all seriousness, we're so excited about this season.
Yeah.
I see it. We all know it.
I have a few questions though. I got a few questions for you and the audience. So, the third highest goal scoring player on the Chicago Fire has left this team. That's Brian Gutierrez. He scored 10 goals last year. Did the Fire bring in enough firepower on the wings and the midfield to replace those lost goals?
How many goals the Robin Lod had last season?
By the way, Guti also had 6 assists, so 16 contributed points from Guti, 16 points lost. What was your question, DPG?
How many goals and assists did Robin Lod had last season?
I'll check it out.
Well,
But so that is going to be a key factor is replacing those goals.
Well, hold on. You forget. You say Lud, but I think we could replace those goals between Lud, between Salatros, and between Chris Mueller. Because you forget
You're
Chris
not
Mueller's
wrong.
basically like a.
I have the stats for Lod. He scored 5 goals last season. He scored 7 goals the year before. Last season, he had 6 assists. The season before, he had 15.
Okay, so we're kind of recreating Guti.
I mean, I think you're gonna see more. You're just gonna see more goals overall, especially even.
Oh, less shooting,
with a team
Guti. His guy's more pass happy.
Well,
but we needed Guti to
There
start.
was times where
Klopas was like,
Guti
Guti, start shooting. I remember Klopas was talking about it. He's like, I need Guti to just like to shoot sometimes when he has the ability. And last year he definitely uncorked it. So.
well, and Bamba will be playing better next year as well. Now, hold on. Hopefully. No, Bamba is going to be awesome this year. Mark it, write it down. Anyway, so we're getting kind of late here. We have just argued about guys on a roster for a good 2, and talked about 3 in the back. We really didn't get too deep in tactics. So we'll do that next week after the first game. But before we do, the league as a whole, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big fan of MLS. I'm a sicko, they say. What are your guys' thoughts about the league? Has everyone just like checked out and have no idea about any moves, anything? Just have you guys paid attention?
Well, you know how I feel about the league, so.
DPG don't give a shit about the rest of the league, especially Leo Messi. I care about Leo Messi, but I don't give a shit about most of the league. I like the Seattles. I like Galaxy and LAFC because I feel like they're market movers in a way that they can help push the league forward. Same with Atlanta, same with Inter Miami, and to a point, New York City FC. These guys are pushing the league forward where the old teams of the Minnesotas of old, not of current, but of old, and the Kansas City Wizards of every year are, finally getting pushed a little more forward where they have to compete with these guys. They have to put up a little more of a front. MLS is going to keep improving as a product. It once again this year, just by watching what the Fire have done alone, we can see that the Fire have improved their product. I can't say it for the rest of the league, but
no, the rest of the league looks pretty good. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a good year for MLS. Now I know you didn't see a ton of people moving because of the World Cup. Everybody wants a stable situation. But I feel like with the East, it's so hard to like judge where people are going to be because you just keep getting better. Everyone just keeps getting better.
I want to give you guys some stats. So Brian Gutierrez played 164 games for the Fire, scored 21 goals, 25 assists. All right. You talk about the guy that's replacing him, Robin Lod. He played 155 games, scored 34 goals, and 26 assists. Who had the better ratio?
He's also 32. He's also 32, and Guti is like all of 25.
Yeah, but Guti plays like a 35-year-old sometimes. So,
guys, Ethan Horvath is in MLS now. He's playing for New York. Yeah.
Why do I care about
New York Red Bulls?
Yeah. Yeah, the Red Bulls.
Because it can't be behind. Because it can't be Freeze. So one other thing though, before we start going, Fire are taking on Houston Dynamo. Houston Dynamo finished in 12th place last year, out of the playoffs, 56 goals against, 43 goals for. Right now, Houston Dynamo's favored to win at 38%, to Chicago Fire's 36%, to a draw at 26%. Not financial advice, but this smells like easy money just betting on Fire first game here.
Not hold on, because Houston is not going to do anything, dude. Houston had like a full team roster. Like,
can't defend?
They had a whole roster like switch over. They signed Hector Herrera again. That's about it. Like
I love Hector.
He sounded gray-haired Hector Herrera.
Yeah, I like Hector. Good guy, but
I'm with you guys.
Oh, but they also signed Bogus. Matthews Bogus.
Oh, but Mateusz Bogus.
Yes.
Polski. Yeah.
Don't care.
He's
Fire
decent.
winning this game. The Fire are going to win this first game of the season, guys.
I this is what I'm looking at. I'm like, I got to go to Kalshi now.
So where's everybody going to watch the game? Because I haven't decided yet.
I haven't figured it out yet because I'm not paying for Apple this year. Or at least I deactivated my account so it didn't auto renew and drag me into some sort of Apple thing. But
oh yeah, they're not doing separate subscriptions anymore. You have to literally sign up for Apple TV. Yeah.
If there's a new season of Ted Lasso coming out, maybe we'll get into it.
There is. He's going to coach the ladies. It's going to be great.
All right, there it is. Then all right, then we might have to do it.
There you go. Pull the trigger. Go buy an appliance. Go buy an iPad or something. Get 3 months free.
Oh, my plan was just to wait and get the DraftKings, make a $5 bet on MLS.
Oh my God! You stop! No ads. All right, hold on. I want to know one thing, and then we're leaving. I'm done. I'm done with this show. I'm done with you people. I'm done.
Yeah.
I love you.
Okay, shoot.
Who you got for MLS Cup final this year? Just let's sound so smart when it actually happens.
I mean, we've been talking such a big game. I feel like somebody has to say Fire.
Yeah, it really, I'm just picking the Western Conference opponent, and you got San Diego FC contender, Vancouver. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think Mueller's still there, and going to be quite fine. LAFC, Minnesota might take a fall back. They lost Lud. I don't know what else they lost or gained. Seattle Sounders have been kind of meandering for a little bit, and Seattle just won the Super Bowl, so you wonder if they make a step up.
I don't think the Sounders really haven't done anything this offseason. Yeah,
but they got the refrigerator. What more do you need?
I do love Jordan Morris, baby.
We do love our Jordan Morris here. FC Austin, they got that Matthew McConaughey money, so they might be making some moves. How have I not run into LA Galaxy with that Will Ferrell money? What's going on? FC Dallas in 7th place. Portland, good luck. Real Salt Lake, I could see them making a jump.
Wait, because we didn't talk about the league as a whole, we didn't get to talk about this, but Timo Werner and San Jose. I
It's so comical. I
It's
can't get over it.
perfect.
What
It's
happened?
like
What? Oh, him signing with San Jose?
Yeah, you couldn't even write
Just
it in a movie
imagining him
script.
in San Jose is so funny.
Oh.
It is. Like, that is like how the mighty have fallen. Timo
Yeah,
Werner
he just-
coming from
I
what
feel
was
like
it, RB
whoever-
Leipzig?
I don't know.
What didn't he come from RB
Whoever his
Leipzig or
agent-
something
Yeah.
to Chelsea?
Yeah, and he was already washed on Leipzig, and whoever his agent is needs to rethink their career.
To get into
because
politics.
What a
They could get
career! Yeah, like just so sad. I mean, I don't think he was like the best player ever. Like, and I don't know that he is. I mean, no offense to Timo, but I don't know that he's like has a ton going on. Like, I don't know. I think he obviously had issues, but I do think he just did not need to end like this so quickly.
Question: Does Neymar come to MLS this season?
No. Nope.
Does he ever?
He can't stay.
Does he
He
ever?
won't stay healthy long enough for even the next transfer window to come around. Now, who was your MLS Cup? Who did you call? You didn't give it a call, man. I want to hear this, and we got to go. I got the wrap it up signal. We got to get out of here, Jaymes. Who you got?
Yeah, it's got to be LAFC versus Chicago Fire for their first and only match of the season, and it'll happen in the championship game.
Serena.
All right.
Who you got?
I mean, I hate to say it, but Miami, I feel like is still going to be in there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whitecaps. I feel like Whitecaps, depending on.
I'm rooting for the
how it
Whitecaps
goes.
there. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is just rehashing kind of what happened, but I think both those teams are still strong, so I think it's likely that they continue to be strong. Fortunately, I feel like, I don't know. Actually, I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at those two. Boring takes, but I feel like those two teams are both strong, and San Diego here or there, and LAFC kind of upset. Even like Philadelphia Union, like I don't know. I
think that's a shout, though, Serena. I think that's a shout with Vancouver. I mean, Vancouver were in the final last year against Inter Miami.
Right.
Ultimately disappointed, ultimately left wanting, but ultimately pretty damn good team. And as far as I could tell, they didn't really lose too much. Mueller's still there, and Mueller was the game changer. The Roimsdatter was the game changer.
And they only got him in the second half of the season last season. So now they have
they were already decent. They were solid to begin with, and he made a really solid team really damn good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
DPG, who you got, baby?
So actually, while you guys were talking, I was actually looking up an article that was written on the Minnesota United FC website. They called it the best. Let's see here, the most accurate 2026 MLS regular season prediction in the world, whatever that means. And again, this is on Minnesota United's website. You guys could take a look at it. But kind of going hand in hand what you guys were talking about, Miami is a favorite. The team behind them is it's going to be a dogfight between San Diego and LAFC. One thing that was surprising about this article was that they had the Fire being third on the Eastern Conference.
Oh, of course, dude. It's going to be a great season. I'm telling you. Who do you got though? Who do you got? Are you man enough to pick the Fire? Jaymes was.
So I'm not there yet with the Fire. I'm almost there. Like if they come out of the gate,
a realist.
If you're telling me like in week 7 and the Fire like are on a 6-game winning streak or something like that, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say the Fire.
We'll make a billion predictions from now until then.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but this is
so as of right now, I'm gonna have to go with LAFC.
I love that shout. So you got Heung-min Son, you got Dennis Bouanga. I mean, I had them also in my championship. They are, to me, they're going to be the team to beat out in the West. A full year of Heung-min Son, good luck.
No,
Denny Bouanga, good luck.
I think with Miami winning the MLS Cup last season, you're not going to have that Eye of the Tiger vibe from them anymore.
No, you're
just
insane. They got better. They got
No.
better.
Yeah.
Their team
I
literally
think they got rid of a
better.
lot of their old.
You
They
say-
got,
you guys
they
say
got
that
rid of
every
their old
season?
parts.
Do you guys say that every season? And guess what happened last season? Freaking Fire went to Miami, beat the crap out of them 4-3.
That
Five,
doesn't mean they didn't get better.
5-3.
Anyway,
5-3.
Did the defense get better? Because if the defense didn't get better, don't talk to me.
all right. Listen. Before we go, I'm gonna drop this bomb on y'all. I do want to say the Fire in my heart of heart because they do actually have a puncher's chance at it. But I will say MLS Cup will be Inter Miami versus RSL, and Inter Miami will back-to-back.
What East
But
team
ours-
scored more than the
He
Fire?
just say RSL.
What
Did
East
he
team?
just-
What? I'm sorry. What
Tell
Western
me he
team
did
scored
not
more than the
just say
Fire?
that.
Let's go.
I just
Tell
said
me he
RSL,
did
baby.
just
You
say
said
that.
RSL. I kind of
Yeah.
love it. I love it for Salt Lake.
yeah.
Pick the most random team from the West to
Dark-
be in the
talk about
MLS
dark
Cup
horse.
final. Why
Yeah.
don't
No,
you
it's
just
not
pick? Why don't you
random.
pick Kansas City? Why don't you just say, "Hey, Kansas
No.
City's gonna win it"?
No,
Here we
you
go.
watch what
You-
happens this year.
Tope, you better put $2 to $5 of RSL winning the Western Conference because guarantee that's going to make you a couple $100 plus.
Oh yeah,
Not
I'm
financial
sure
advice.
I'm sure that's a snowball chance in hell.
Yeah,
on
He
the
should put it
bet.
right next to. He should put it right next to San Jose getting into the playoffs.
That's about as likely as Leicester winning the 2012 EPL season.
Oh, that was
Which happened.
2016, baby.
Was it 2016?
Hell yeah.
It's like
was.
Bayern Leverkusen making a comeback to win the Bundesliga. It ain't happening.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
No, Dortmund's still in striking distance, right? Or am I crazy?
We have a hint of a title race, like just
Oh.
a whiff of one, because Bayern's kind of been slowing down, but we'll see. It's probably still not an actual title.
Wow,
race.
yeah, there's
Just
6 points out.
rename it the
Dortmund.
Bayern Munich League. Just call it the Bayern Munich League.
Talk to a Bayern fan though, and they will tell you that the sky is falling because they're not going to. If they don't win the treble, then the whole season's been a waste. Literally,
Man, I
somebody has
hate-
said
I
that.
hate
in
fans
one
like
of the chat comments.
You got a good ass team when
a lot.
the bar is a treble. Not even just a league.
Literally,
It's a
like
treble.
yeah. Well, and they were all like they were so pissed that they finally lost a game, and I realized it's because I was like, "What's the big deal? It's just one loss." But I realized it was because they wanted what the other thing that Bayern does not have, that Bayer Leverkusen does have, by the way, is an unbeaten season. They wanted that so badly, and they lost it when they lost to Augsburg.
You know what?
Of all teams, they lost their minds. It was honestly, it was
Look.
it was hilarious.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this: nobody cares about unbeaten seasons because you know what? Bayern Munich has like 20 trophies.
I'm just telling you.
20
I'm telling
trophies.
you, Bayern fans care because they've never had it. They want every single
They
thing, and
never
they
had
don't
it.
have that. I'm just telling you. That's what
They
they
never-
want, and
the
they wanted
one
it.
thing-
and
The
they
one
lost
thing,
it. Exactly.
So, guys,
The
I have a
one
connection.
thing-
Ridiculous. I agree.
on top of all the
I agree. It's
trophies,
ridiculous.
on top of the Europa League, and on top of all the Champions League, and on top of
I
all
know. It's crazy.
the League Cups, like that's like saying, hey, you know, I got a Porsche, but you guys forgot to give me the manual that nobody
So-
reads.
So speaking of the
Yes.
manual that nobody reads, it's Arsenal. And Arsenal right now is on pace to win the EPL for the first time since
I'm
2000.
hoping they're on pace to like blow the EPL lead,
God.
my man.
Well, they're only a 4-point lead right
I'm
now
rooting
over
for
Man City.
also because Pep Guardiola is a legend.
I want Arsenal to win. I want
But-
Arsenal to win it.
But the
Do you?
last time Arsenal won the league was 2003-2004. Guess what happened in MLS 2003? Let me walk you back through history before we end this podcast, and you guys rip a fucking like.
I already know what
Comment.
happened.
Greatly appreciate you guys hanging out here with us as we introduce the season. But in 2003, little walk down memory lane, the MLS Cup winner was San Jose Earthquakes.
They beat the Fire.
They who signed Timo Werner. The Supporter Shield winner was the Chicago Fire, as you just mentioned.
The true champions of the 2003 season.
The cup was Earthquakes versus Fire. The top goal scorer was Carlos Ruiz for the Galaxy. And he tied with my favorite, a lot of people's favorite, maybe not Toke's favorite, Taylor Twellman of the New England Revolution with 15 goals. The biggest home win that year was Chicago, 4-0 on Colorado. Columbus 6-2 on Chicago. How about that? That's crazy. The biggest away win was Chicago. San Jose 1, Chicago 4. And the highest scoring match was that Chicago Columbus 6-2 match. A lot of Chicago Fire, and also had their longest unbeaten run, 7 games, tied by the Chicago Rapids that season. A lot of Chicago Fire popping up when Arsenal wins. I'm hoping that maintains.
Well, we did beat DC United 7-1 last season. So I mean,
well, that's the only way to get me to root for Arsenal is to say that, because I do. There is something about the misery of sports that makes me so happy. Anyway,
I want Mikel Arteta to win a trophy. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay,
Who?
fair. And on that note,
Who was it? Minka?
Arteta.
Arteta, the coach.
I like Arteta. Yeah.
Mikel.
Nah, I hope his stock falls. He coaches the Fire. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. Oh my God, we went over tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that other good stuff. We are dabbling with releasing on Monday, so anyway, we love you people for Jaymes, for Serena, for DPG. Thank you for watching. Peace
And
out.
Toke, let's go, boys and girls. We'll see you guys next time. Go Fire. Fire it
Take
up.
it easy, guys. Good night.
Fire.
Thoughts come alive, can't seem to walk off the weight in my mind. Feels like a warning sign, I couldn't stand it. I got so tired running through the circus.